Okay, in this song, which of the words have F and which one have M? I will make you milk and what? Fishes, right? If you follow me, F and what? Me. So we have male and females here. So we're going to sing the song together. Anywhere we mention an F word, the ladies will stand up. If you mention an M word, the men will stand up. So you stand up and sit down. So if we catch you standing on the wrong point, what do we do to you? So that we come and stay in the center. Huh? So okay, pay attention now. Pay attention now and then sit well. Balance well so that you can stand up and sit. So simply, I will make you fisher. No, I'm not started though. So if I'm standing like this, I will make fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you. All right. So here we're mentioning an F word, the ladies stand, an M word, the men stand back to front. Okay, let's try it a little. Let's try it a little. Balance well. I will make fishers of men, fishers of men. Get it though, get it though. Sit down now, sit down again. Let's try. Balance your seat well, oh. Balance your seat, balance your seat. So anytime we're saying fishers, the men should be sitting down. Follow, the men should be what? Okay now. 1, 2, go. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow follow with you fishers of men if you follow me. And follow me. Hallelujah. I will make you fishers of men. They will follow me. All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you, thank you. That's a good one. Open, look at your manual, page 16. Page 16. Page 16. Organizing a local program. Organizing a what? How do you organize a seminar like this? How do you plan for a seminar like this? Thank you for considering the possibility of organizing a local program training level 1. If we multiply the number of those who are equipped and willing to provide such grassroots training, so long as they do it what? Can you read that with me? So long as they what? Competently and what? And well. We greatly increase the potential for Langham preaching movement to make a significant impact in changing the culture of preaching in Nigeria. At the moment, in the whole of Oyo State, this is the only center we have. Are we together? This is the only what? Center we have. Can you clap for your seminary? So imagine that Imagine the impact of this work. If we train these people every year, we're training at least 200 persons. Assuming that 100 of these pastors that are trained, right, stand on a pulpit every week to preach. Who has influenced that pulpit? Answer me, who has influenced that pulpit? Your seminary, right? If there are right preaching out there because of this, the impact of your work. But imagine that. How many local government we have in Oyo State? Huh? 33. So we don't even have president in anyone apart from this. Even here, it's only a seminary. Are we together? So you can see that the need is enormous. So the training we're doing here, equipping you, is even a little fraction in what we need. So if we have 5 of you put yourself together and say, we want to work with Langham to host a preaching seminar. Mention one local government. Mention where? Ibadan North. You have 2 of you, you want to put that training seminar. Do you know that we can support you to make that happen? Are we together? We will support you to make that happen. Some of you who are students here, you will live here, you may be posted to a field, and there is no people who are trained there. You can initiate this process, and in where you are, this training can take place. Are we together? So we want you to understand that. So just don't take it as if we are just doing it for doing sake. No. So here are some things you need to consider. What's number 1? What is number 1? Better to start small than to take on more than you can what? Business started with how many? Good personal relationship and mentoring is much better than large crowd and conference at this level. So how many people could you start with in your local situation? I want you to write. It's another action plan. How many persons can you start with? Some of you may run this in your church. Is that okay? Yes. If you have 20, 30 persons, they can be trained. So don't think you must have 200 like what we're having here. No. In fact, in the Langham family, this is too large. That's why we have more than one facilitators. And we're trying to multiply ourselves in this training. Are we together? So it's too large for a training. In fact, if we're sharing, it's like, even when you say 2 facilitators with 30 persons. Are you getting that? So it's very important to know. So size. Can you write down? Write down how many could you start with in your local situation? It could be an ushirika. It could be a small preacher's fellowship. In where you are staying, where you are located, you want to gather them. Some of you will say, what happens if I'm not a senior pastor? You are making noise. So what if I'm not a senior pastor? Online people, you are following, right? What if I'm not a senior pastor? What do I do? Wherever you are, there are people that are listening to you. How many of you here are married? You are married, raise your hand. That means you have one person that follows you. Who is that? You have your wife, right? Do you have a friend? So with a friend, with your husband, it means you can start a small group to discuss Ukirika outside of here. So not that. What's number 2? Venue. Can we read that together? Local. The venue should be what? You need to have basic for at least for the program. A room too with chairs and what? Room for, you need the venue for quality time, not disturbed by others. Since it is local, there is no need to find somewhere with overnight accommodation. It will be more cheaper to do what? To avoid that. If people are coming from their houses, you come and meet from morning to where? To evening, and then you're done. You can also run this over weekends. What is number 3? This can what? You have been to seminars that lasted most of a week, but you could teach the level 1 material over a whole what? Weekend, over several Saturdays or through several evenings, spread across several weeks. Can we finish reading? B, according to local what? Including your own availabilities and what intended participant can do what? So if we must have to say, okay, we are 30 of us, we want to run level 1, but we want to be meeting what? Every Saturday, morning to afternoon. For how many weekends? 4 weekends. Depending on your local peculiarity. Are we together? It's very important to make that happen. But the standard range is to cover for this 4 days period. You can count the hours and share it across board. What is number 4? You need to be clear from the start about the objective of any new program. Make sure people understand the Langham goal. What is the goal? Clear, faithful, and relevant preaching of the Bible. Also make clear that level 1 means there will be level 2 and level what? 3 to come. And so anybody starting with their local program, you understand some commitment to the ongoing training and growth as a biblical preacher. Let me ask you, what is better than to give somebody half information and not to have the information at all? Which one is better? Huh? Not having it what? At all. Honestly, it's better than to give half and then you didn't finish. It's better not to give at all because it's very risky. Sorry, let me give you this example of something circulated on WhatsApp. This man went to see Babalawo to ask the Babalawo about medicine that he will give to somebody for the person to become mad. So the Babalawo is a woman. She now gave him one powder. He said, take this powder. He said, rub it on the face. He does not finish. The person now started what? The Babalawo now concluded on the face of the person he wanted to go mad. Did you get the gist? He said, take this powder, rub it on the face. The man has not finished, put it. Now rub on the face. Then the man will rub it on the face of the person you want to throw mad. So who can go mad now? Okay. Then they now wrote there, make sure you always get the complete information. So level 1 is the foundation of biblical preaching. Level 2 is preaching the Old Testament. Level 3 is what? Preaching the New Testament. What is number 5? Content. It assumes the material to be included in a local program. We start with level 1 material. Only those who have been through Langham preaching level 1 to 3 will be eligible for local facilitators. So if you are here, it means you have gone through level 1, 2, and what? And 3. Very important to understand that. Page 18. What's in page 18? Planning what? Planning process. You will need a planning team. You will probably need to put together a small group who will help you in the planning. If you are working with a church, make sure you have the understanding and support of the pastor and leadership. Plan well in advance. Think of all the facilities needed. Make a plan as much as possible. Work with local resources and available people. Don't try to imitate or replicate the larger national events. Think about dates, materials needed, schedule, etc. So you're gonna work on this full thing that we're doing now, and you will bring your report tomorrow. Is that okay? So just listen now. Then number 7 is selecting participants. See, sometimes, when you invite people to something, they will value it more than the one you just throw it out there. Do you want to be trained? Come. How many will come? Only a few. But when you identify, some of you who are pastors or pastors' spouses, you can identify members of your church and say, we want you to attend in this what? Training. It's good for you. Because they respect pastors, they will come. Very important. The number 8, facilitators. Who and who are going to facilitate? We will not want you alone to facilitate. Is that okay? If you are at that level, at least 3 persons. That's why this community we are building. One of the things we do at the national level is quality control. Whatever you're doing the planning, I, as a preaching women coordinator, need to look at the program schedule. Who is facilitating? I need to know who. Is it somebody we have trained before? Or is just your friend that you think has done homiletics or hermeneutics or it's teaching preaching, you want to come and teach? They may not understand the Langham approach. Are we together? So it's good to know that. Then what's the next one? What is number 9? Budget, money. As far as possible, local training events should aim at being self-supporting. Using what? Local resources. With people paying what? Simple and low-cost fees for what they receive. However, you must still work very carefully to produce an accurate budget in advance. And then produce a clear what? There must be complete transparency and integrity at every level. At the end of this training, where is okay, Olaoshu, that's what you have worked with together with your mama, right? All the training they collect to do here. Did you send us money to national? Did you send us money to run our program there? Eh? Where is it spent? It's in hosting your program. The support that come maybe for our movement. Right? For our movement. And we're making effort to reduce that cost by raising more hands here within yourself. But before you transit, we must have at least 1 person or 2 persons coming to ensure quality what? Control. This is a seminary, so we don't joke with it. So it's good for us to know that. How much do people pay for registration? Answer now. Okay, these are the ones that have finished one. He didn't pay this year. 4,000. Oh, he's still in 4,000. He never carry and go 5,000. Okay, well done. I know that what is ringing your people is money. We have to deal with that. So budget for it. What we encourage is that, but there are others where you can raise what? Resources. You can write to churches who want to support. You can write to individuals. There are people whose passion is this. See that people are equipped for this purpose. So for the seminary, you have a team, right? You have a leadership team, right? I send him an update schedule. Have you people filled those offices now? Yeah? Those leadership. There's a scheduled leadership. Chairman, vice chairman, and other things. So we're asking seminary to fill those offices. Because we have job description for them too. What they are expected to do. And one of the tasks you should give them is to work on how will they raise resources beyond the student what? registration. What can they do? Did you see this shirt I'm wearing? It's a Langham t-shirt, right? You must have to produce a local t-shirt here and sell, and you get support. I came with some there for sale. There are some t-shirt there, a shirt there, and a hoodie. You know hoodie? I have all of them there. You can buy one. You want to. You can produce local thing to raise local resources to run your seminar. At the end, all we need is give us a summary of your income and what? Expenditures. Do you know that we normally cost this hall? Right? In the report. How much do you rent this place? If we are renting this place to use for program, how much do you people charge us? Or you don't use this to rent out? Huh? It's strictly for worship. Oh, I see. What is worship? Those people, when they come for, not be worship with that. When they come for wedding, they not be worship. Huh? So maybe it's something to look within. What do you have for raising resources? What makes it a place of worship? Is it the venue or the people who are coming to worship? I'm not changing your theology, but I will leave you with this story of a pastor. Then we move to the next phase. There's a pastor who had learned to build a worship center. What he did with that he built it as an international conference center. And the government of their country rent that place to use. When they come for church service, they use it for church service. But it can be rented for international conferences. They raise resources there to do a lot of missions. I know that in our African context, we cherish place, right? We want to make place as a thing. But consider it. And it will help us in raising more resources. But if you have a hall, that can help you to be able to advance that. Like last week, we used a church in Jos. We used a church in Jos. And they wanted to even charge us per day. But because of our partnership with them, they couldn't charge. Because we have invested in training their pastors. So they have to see that. But if you are using their church for your event, of course, they control what event comes there. That's the Equa Headquarters Church. You are using it for event, guess how much they ask people to pay? Whether it's a wedding, you are doing one to a reception there, 100,000, 500, this side, 500,000. They are even saying, okay, 100,000 per day. So it's something to think about. But we're going to do a last exercise before we take a short exposition. So can I see those two of us who are faculty members? Please I want to give you a number. Faculty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, let me give it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mama, carry it to 3, 2, 1, 1. Where are those graduates? How long are you going to be around? Eh? Okay, you don't know for now. Okay, let me leave you in the other one. Okay, so what number are you? Okay, you take 1. 2. 3. Where is the person? 2, 3, 1. Okay, we're going to be looking at, because Philip said, I've told you earlier that you are going to run the trainings for level 1 to 3. So if your number is 1, you come to Mama table here. Huh? We are level 1. That means you are going to facilitate level 1. Just come here. If your number is 2, look now they clear your things here. Level 2, we come here. Huh? Your number is 3. You come here. You can add additional table. But I want you to move and sit that way now. So we can add one table here. All those who have one, come here. All level 2 here. So share this table into 2. Put one there, put one here. Please, when you get to your tables, I want you to categorize the faculty members there and the students that are in that group. Yes. Oh, thank God, my sharing was right. Table 3. Table 3 here. Yeah, in one, but thank you. Thank you, level 1. What's level 2? Here? Mommy is here, but where are the faculty members here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're here. Okay. Where are the faculty members here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You people should go that side. Let the faculty be around here. Mama, this group is under your care. Yes, you are going to be. You understand? Thank you. Okay. This group is under your care. Here. Thank you. Okay. Mama is, you're here. All right. Level 1. Thank you. Uh, Level 3. Level 2. All right. Can you have one of you students go there? Help us count your number here. We're going to borrow you the manual now. We're borrowing you so you will return it after. So you tell us how many you are carrying. Huh? You have a level 2 here. Okay, you have your own here. So you need it. You need it now. Do you have your level 1 manual? No. I would like you keep the ones you have. Use that one we have. Keep the one we have. We have done some upgrade in some of the manuals. So, but just use that one we have generally. Then you can return it back. Don't write on it. You're going to use it for an exercise. Just keep it and then see how it works. Level 3, you go and pick 2. Please help us borrow them the books too. The textbooks. Level 1 should have copies of Dynamics of Biblical Preaching. You have copies of Dynamics of Biblical Preaching. They will give you some books. The books we use. They will give you some copies of level 2, right? They will give you copies of Dynamics of Biblical. No. Sweeter than honey. Preaching the Old Testament. Then level 3 will have what angels long to read. It's like this group is plenty. This group 1. Can you help me count the numbers? They are sweeter than honey. It's there. Give each of them copy. Each of them should have a copy. Well, count the number so they will return it back to you. The sweeter than honey we have there has a different color now. And that's preaching the Old Testament. That's it. Have I given you this sheet? Is I've given it to you, right? So your leader should have that. So Uncle Philip is going to be with you here. It's going to be with you. And then we'll shuttle here and there to see to it that we're able to have something out. First, this is the training schedule we did for Lokoja last week, 2 weeks ago. Huh? It ran for 4 days, from Monday to Friday. So you will see what we have there. It ran from Monday to Friday. But before we continue with this, we have a challenge, especially for our seminary, and we want to address it together. We need your input, right? We've discovered that the weekend students often join this training on when? On Thursday. And once it's Friday, people want to do what? They want to go home. So somehow we've discovered that it's not really, they are not getting the heart of what we're training. So what do we do to address this? Even the regular students now, it will start tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, right? People will get to there, they are looking tired. So we're suggesting, can we run this regular student, the week student, right? We run tomorrow, Wednesday to Thursday afternoon. Are we together? Then for that, it means that we can't cover what is here. Are we together? We can't cover what is here. So one of your work is to look for us. What must we cover? Are we together? What must we cover, and from what time to what time do we run it? If we are running it for 2 days and a half, this is 4 days. You can see the time. What must we cover? And then what can we take to the Ushirikas? Did you get that? What can we take to where? The Ushirika meetings that happens after the seminars. It's better that people have something in depth and then continue to learn than just have it touch. There's 1, 2 egg drops, they touch and go. But I think we still come again. So level 3, the same thing. What do we do to cover as essentials for these 2 days? And the weekend students are expected to be on Thursday afternoon, Friday, and Saturday. How do we ensure as a school that they are able to cover? It is Thursday afternoon, full Friday, and half day Saturday, right? What can we put in place as trainers to ensure that we achieve this? Not that by Friday, even you are facilitator, you want to go. It's only 1 weekend in the whole semester that we do this for Langham. So I think if we encourage them, they understand they can sacrifice. So what do we do? So there are 2 things you're going to work on. Number 1, program for the week. What? How do you call them? Is it regular or weekend? How do you call them? Regular and weekend. Okay, I want to be sure in my... So you are designing a program for the regular students and then for the what? Weekend students. So you are doing for level 2, you are doing for level 1, you are doing for level 3. Then for each of the session, assign facilitators. The faculty members are going to be the facilitators. The students in the group are going to be assistant facilitators, and they coordinate, they lead the small groups. Did you get that? Huh? So invariably, those of you who are faculty members, we have given you mentors now because you have been teaching, isn't it? You have been teaching. So your own is to align the Langham thing to what it should be based on what you have learned. Then this student will learn with you, and then there will be a small group. And as a result of what we have discussed, the use of this table, we're encouraging that this training this week, we need tables. The student body should help us get tables. There is not enough money, we should sort that one. We need tables to use. Huh? In level 1, level 2, so that they will discuss in what? In groups. It facilitates learning. So, which the next training next year we invite you to that. All right, so we have given you a manual. So you're looking at both the training manual and the book in your hands to discover the content, what are accepted to cover. And the program guide there gives you an idea of what to cover. So first, start by what must we cover? Looking at the training content. Look at the second page, mommy. The second page have the details. The second page here. No, this one. No. This one have the details of the training content. Huh? It gives you the training sessions here. This is just a table schedule. So your work starts now. We have 30 minutes to work on this. So you're going to give us the topic and the facilitators. So just facilitator for each of the topics you've agreed on.
Thank you.